Once upon a time, there was a girl named Caitlin. She was a weird emo girl that likes to be alone with her music. But one day, she was walking down the street, singing and dancing to her music. She wasn't watching where she was going, so she fell. A boy across the street saw her and ran to her to see if she was okay. He gave her his hand to ask if she was okay. She looked up and saw his face and smiled. She nodded and said thanks. Her heart was beating fast. He was crazy cute. His eyes shined and he had the perfect smile. She fell in love with him that moment. He held her up and smiled more. Her cheeks were getting red, and all he was doing was giving a little laugh. She thanked him for his help. He was holding her. He told her, don't worry about it, that he loves helping people. She smiled and asked for his name. He said, Jose. He smiled and looked in her eyes and asked for hers. She got more red and said, Caitlin. He laughed and told her that was a weird name and he never heard that name before. She covered her face and said, yeah, I know. It's an ugly name. He quickly said out loud, no, are you kidding me? Your name is really cute. And he loves it. They started walking and talking. Caitlin thought that he was really interesting. They finally got to her house and Jose asked her for her phone number. She smiled and told him to call her soon. After that, Jose said that he had to go to work and to wait for his call. She nodded and said, nice to meet you. He said the same and left. That night, he got off work, ran to his car to text her. He got home and called her, and they talked all night. They talked all night. They were happy, and they were being themselves. And between those laughs, smiles, and compliments, they started to flirt. Days passed, and Caitlin has Jose on her mind all the time. She told him how she feels. She told him that she was in love with him. He told her he doesn't know what he felt yet, and he doesn't know what to say. She got sad and told him to think about it as long as he wants. A couple days passed, and they haven't talked since. One day, Jose came to her house to talk to her. She opened the door, and he grabbed her by the waist and kissed her. He told her that he knows what he feels now, and that he wants to be with her, and that he is in love with her. She cried one tear and hugged him. He asked if she feels the same way for him. She smiled and said, yes, I always have. She didn't believe what was happening. The guy that she actually loves her back. She said, I was waiting for this to happen. They smiled and looked in each other's eyes and kissed. They were happy. After that, they still are together. They're still happy as the same way as they were before. Even though they had fights along the way, they were still happy with each other and still in love. Caitlin never loved anyone as much as she loved him. And Jose fell in love with her all over again every time he sees her. Now they're thinking about getting married, moving in with each other, having kids, everything. They were just really happy with each other. Caitlin never expected to have someone as amazing as Jose. Every time they kiss, it was electricity. And she's always smiling. They were happy with each other. And they will always will be. Even when they're mad at each other, fighting, yelling, screaming, they're still happy. Still in love. Still being weird. And still happy. And even though, yeah, they fight a lot and talk about crazy things, Caitlin doesn't know what she would do without him. And he's always telling her that she has the cutest eyes and that he loves being with her. She dreams about him every night. They do their little routine. They have their bond. They pray to be together. They're just really happy. And she thanks God every day that she has him. Even when she found out he was sick, she still prays for him for good health, to be happy, to have good luck. And next year, he's not going to be in high school anymore. And to Caitlin, it might be like the scariest thing ever. But she knows that he will protect her, even if he's not there. They can't wait to get married, have kids. They're just really happy with each other. And you can see it in their eyes. See the way that they kiss. See the way how they act with each other. They are so happy to be with each other. And that they have each other forever. Thank you, Jose, for being with me. I love you so much.